2016 for the invitation to speak tonight. As an alumni and a person who loves this school and loves this town, and I miss this school and miss this town every day, it's a very special honor for me to be here, to not only attend the ceremony, but to also speak to this great group of students. I also want to thank the administration and staff for everything they've done to make me feel so welcome. When I was first approached about speaking at tonight's commencement, I started thinking back to when I was sitting in one of those chairs, which what seems like about 5 minutes ago. Wouldn't you say, Nancy? I thought about the important things that I learned during my time here and still think about in my everyday life. In my remarks this evening, while I could talk about a range of different things, I'm going to focus on two things tonight: pride and possibilities. As we gather here tonight, there is a tremendous sense of pride that can be felt in this gymnasium. For the graduates, pride in the work you accomplished to get to this point. Think of all the papers and exams, assignments, studying, everything that got you to this point here tonight. Pride in the journeys you made. Whether you attended Tidioute since kindergarten, or whether you came from another school, think of all the classes, field trips, games, concerts, lunch conversations, recesses, remember recess? And study halls that made this journey so special. Pride in the lessons you learned. Think about all the different things you learned in the classroom. Think about what you learned about yourself. Think about those life lessons that you're going to apply in the future. And pride in being graduates of the class of 2016 from this great school. Tidioute is a small school, and there really aren't a lot of us alumni out there in that big old world, so be proud of the fact that you're part of a very special small community, and be proud of being a graduate of this tremendous school. Lastly, pride in the friendships and the relationships you built during your high school years. There's something special about high school friends. I don't know what it is. You'll meet other folks along the way, you'll have other friends, college and so forth, but there's something special about high school friends. So, be proud of that. Be proud of those friendships. For the parents and grandparents, pride in the efforts of these graduates to be on this stage this evening. All the time and effort doing homework, writing papers, completing assignments. Pride in yourselves for the support and sacrifices you made to get to this special day. The volunteer hours, supporting school fundraisers, attending school events, buying school supplies. All the time, effort, and energy to support your student from the first day of kindergarten until tonight. Lastly, pride in serving as an integral part of this community assembled here tonight. The name of this school is Tidioute Community Charter School. This school would not be where it is without you all supporting day in and day out. For those of you in the audience that were part of the Save Our School efforts years ago, think about how far this school and this community have come. Pride indeed. To the teachers. To begin, I'd like to ask all the teachers, past and present, please stand up. We have teachers among us here tonight. Please give them a round of applause. For the teachers, where's pride in their work and dedication? This group of students on this stage is a great representation of your work and dedication, which will help them not only succeed to get to this point, but will help them succeed in the future. For the teachers, pride in their commitment to this school and this community, the teaching and volunteering you all do outside of the classroom, whether it's as a coach, helping with a play or concert, senior advisor, organizing fundraisers, chaperoning field trips. It all shows an amazing commitment to TCCS in this town. That's one thing that always amazes me when I talk to my grandmother about what's going on at this school. All the activities and extracurriculars that are led by the teachers and staff, some of which, I'm proud to say, were my classmates and teammates during my time here. Lastly, pride in their profession and helping develop our future. All the hours after 3 p.m. that you spend on professional development, working on lesson plans, planning for this week's assignments, and grading papers and exams. For me, pride comes to mind for two reasons. One, I love nothing more than telling people I'm from Tidioute, Pennsylvania. And then, of course, following that up with a brief geography lesson on Western Pennsylvania. When we watch Jeopardy, I always say that if I ever get a chance to be on the show, the first thing I'm going to do is make sure they announce me as from Tidioute, Pennsylvania, regardless of where I am living. And yes, I will make sure they pronounce Tidioute correctly. As mentioned earlier, I work at the Federal Energy Regulatory Commission. In my office at the Commission, my college diploma hangs in a frame on the wall. In that same frame is also my high school diploma. Over the years, people have joked, asking, why do you have your high school diploma framed? Or saying something like, I don't even know where my high school diploma is. I explained to them that while I learned a great deal at Tidioute College, and my Tidioute education certainly helped me get where I am today, I first learned more of what really mattered here in this school, living in Tidioute. Things like appreciation, responsibility, importance of family, and not forgetting where you came from. Those small-town community values that I learned in this school serve me just as well today as the accounting, business, and management courses I took in college. The second reason why pride comes to mind is because of our basketball coach, Terry Cotterman. And I can say our coach because he was my coach as well as currently your coach. One season, Coach had pride printed in big capital letters across the front of our practice jerseys. And at the end of every huddle, we put our hands in and yelled pride. I believe Coach instilled that sense of pride in us for a couple of reasons. One, show pride in our effort and in the way we played and conducted ourselves on the court. And two, show pride in knowing that we represent this school and this community. Both of those reasons can be certainly applied off the basketball court as well. Pride in your academics and efforts in the classroom, pride in representing this school and this community. Not only is your time during students in those halls, but now as alumni and graduates. I know it is cliche to say this, but I'm going to say it anyway. At this point in your life, here tonight, the possibilities are endless. However you want your life to be is really up to you at this point. The direction your life goes as you walk off this stage will be based on what you want it to be, where you want to go, and what you want to learn. Take this opportunity. Embrace it. Make it the best it can be. It's going to be hard. It's going to be hard. It's going to take a lot of work. It's going to take a lot of dedication, commitment, and you will certainly face challenges. Look forward to it all. Again, the possibilities are endless. When I started thinking about preparing for tonight's commencement address, I did what any normal person can do before they start a big project. I went to Google. And when you Google the term commencement, the first two definitions are, 1, ceremony in which degrees or diplomas are conferred on graduating students. And 2, a beginning or start. Think about that for a second. All in one word, here tonight, you are finishing your high school career by receiving your diploma while at the same time entering a new beginning. Embrace this time. Embrace this new beginning. Embrace the start of this next chapter of your life. Again, the possibilities are endless. In my job, I travel the country talking to various electric, natural gas, and oil companies, Fortune 500 companies, company executives, and so on. 17 years ago, I would have had serious doubts about the possibility of me walking off this stage to the point where I'm in the boardroom with these companies and people talking about all things energy, living in the big city. The community values I learned during my time in this school were huge in helping navigate me through the journey from being in one of those chairs to standing in front of this podium. Values like respect, responsibility, appreciation, not only in the workplace, but in my dealings with people from all walks of life. I want to thank this great group of students again for this honor. It is one that I will cherish for a long, long time, and I'm certainly thankful to you all for inviting me here. I wish you all the best in your future endeavors. As you celebrate this great achievement, attending graduation parties, spending time with your friends, having fun this summer, I want you to think about pride and possibilities. What are you proud of? What are the possibilities? Where do you want to go? What do you want to do? The possibilities are endless. In closing, I want to thank my wife and boys for their help and support as I prepared for tonight's remarks. I want to thank Connor back there, probably dozing off somewhere. Are you there, Connor? Love you, kiddo. I also want to thank my high school English teacher, Julie Jones, for her help with my remarks tonight. She literally taught me how to write, so I could not have written a speech without her help, both in the mid to late 90s and this week. Finally, I want to thank my amazing grandmother, Nancy Coughlin, for all of her support from the time I walked off this stage, June 4th, 1999, until tonight. Go Bulldogs.